From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number one rated unit against the pass in the NFL.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down, Ravens. Again, it's Edwards. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Evades him at the 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice run.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Jackson, an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could...
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. But looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They run once more with Edwards. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying to improvise. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Now a 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Here's Burrow. They're going right back to Hamler. And it's out. He put him on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got him. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
I'm one, right?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll take this up to the 12-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Higgins goes in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Credit there goes front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how...
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This pass caught by Hamler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This one hauled in by Sample. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Burrow throwing complete there to the tight end Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Slant pass to Bull. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and a yard. Jackson now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. On play action, they'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they work this out past the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Ravens 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Short throw to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Burrow to throw on second down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can rip.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Burrow.
Quick slant to Hamler.
Called a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He juked him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample from 4 yards out. And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back in his own 3-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. Touchdown! Drew Sample with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Again, Jackson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing is Jackson.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to find Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here we go with Burrow. He's got his Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Mix it up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Fighting through. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.